welcome on in. It is Trainwreck today, brought to you by Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. Make sure you're following, smashing that like button, getting in the chat. Let's have some fun on this Friday, January 23rd. We got Slick on my left. We got Don on the ones and twos. We got producer
Brett literally putting on his wizard hat and making magic in the saddle right now. I'm envious of this man. With that said, I'm not envious of Josh Allen getting told that he has to go to Florida because he's on the search committee, Slick.
I'm kind of envious. The weather's probably much nicer.
It's probably a great time to get to Florida, low-key.
Not envious of sitting in on all the interviews, although it would be nice to be a fly on the wall, obviously. So most of the interviews taking place in Orchard Park. Then we get the word McDaniel, Anthony Lynn.
Now that you said it, was anyone shocked when they found out McDaniel was back in play? I thought this guy was off limits having dinner with Harbaugh.
Well, it's weird, right? I mean, Harbaugh has to have signed off on this. Otherwise, well, you have to think he's going to end up there. I don't see him getting a head coach job, especially now with the news already before going into these interviews. I certainly hope it's not our head coaching job.
This is as Mike McDaniel as it gets right now, guys. Pulling your name out of the bronze, saying, don't want any of this. Going to the Chargers and then being like, wait, Bills are available?
Be like okay. Mike McDan, Bill. A lot of people have kind of turned face on this, in my opinion, in the last 2 to 4 hours. Now, I think the undeniable thing, I think we said it on Wednesday, was he made Tua a very adequate quarterback. You would think that he could work some magic with Josh Allen. I had some people telling me the concepts are a little bit different. It's more timing based, and Josh likes to kind of create. So I have no clue what I'm talking about, but I will be honest, and I'll say one thing that's for certain right now, Slickeroni. This is an exciting coaching search right now.
It's interesting for sure.
I'm interested.
I am interested. Sign me up. Should be a crazy few days to come. Obviously, my bye on Coach by Friday not happen. So here we are. Still, the hunt is still underway.
What do you think, Josh Allen? Because obviously there's going to be a lot of time with these interviews in Florida. What else do you think he's making time for? Maybe a quick stop to Epcot. Maybe Gatorland. The world's largest gator park.
Yeah, one of the what are those boats called? The skiffs.
I don't know. They get out there.
They get out there. Pontoon boats. The ones with the fan boats.
That's just scary when you see them out there. And the gator's just like lingering right by.
You ever done that?
No. Oh, okay. But I saw the Jersey Shore crew do it one time.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Speaking of down south, we got Mario Gomez Angeles saying hello from Mexico. Go Bills.
Thanks for tuning in. Mario, let's go.
We got other people in the chat. Go Bills, go Sabres, go Bandits. That's the energy we need right now.
We do. Listen, we need to charge forward. We need to be the Buffalo sports fans we've always been, and that means so much to us, especially if you're in from the cold right now. Hopefully you're staying in the cold. Hopefully you're staying in from the cold, in the warmth, whether you're in the cubicle, whether you're working from home, whether you're on the road. Make sure you're staying warm and staying hot with us here on Trainwreck today. So ultimately, Slick, Mike McDaniel's going to get a crack at it after Brady and Dable already did. Yeah. Sounds like they're definitely covering all their bases. What's the goal of this? Is it to show that every rock is being turned over in the search for making Josh Allen the best he can be? Is that the goal?
Didn't we
I feel like if they're trying to kind of clean up the PR of all this.
Yes.
If they just went and hired Dable, there would have been some heat like, oh, you're not even trying. You're bringing back the guy you had before, the Buffalo guy.
Dable's low-key the scar to McDermott's Mufasa. Like he's the guy who got kind of scorned.
Supposedly that was the thing is he's like, hey, we got a what's the word? We got a Mercedes here. Let's floor it or like a Corvette. And famously McDermott was like, hold on, we want to run the ball, control the game, and they kind of differed on that. But I like it, show the fan base you're being diligent, covering all your bases. I dig it.
So obviously we learned about more coaches. Like we kind of got the full scale now, Linsanity. Like you said, you're giving us the rundown. Has anything changed?
Jaguars OC, I believe.
Udzinski?
There was a DC in there too, I believe.
I got no room for DC. With all respect to the nation's capital. With all due respect to the nation's capital.
Marvel only.
Marvel only. No Batman, no Superman.
Daniel Cormier is
I need a Thor.
Cool too,
I need a Thor at head coach. I need Mjolnir and Stormbreaker.
No DC, and I don't think Daniel Cormier could coach.
Speaking of a Thor head coach, that's kind of why we're asking if any feelings changes in the few days that things have settled in. I think I'm officially out on Webb because I've decided I don't want Josh Allen peer as a coach.
Yeah,
I think I want someone that is going to be a little hard and be like, dude, control the ball,
when
like
you
reel
told me
it
he
in.
was Josh's age, I kind of felt the same way.
Yeah, I've realized, I'm like, if we're bringing in, if this is, we're putting all our chips to the middle, like Super Bowl next 2 years, or this coach might be even fired. We need to have someone that is like, I'm coming in, I'm laying down the law, and we're going to.
We can't really have a guy.
I agree entirely.
That's in good enough shape and old enough to still be able to suit up and get on the field if you needed.
My question to both of you then, in that regard, is: can McDaniel be hard on and coach Josh?
No, I don't want McDaniel anywhere near my precious prince, Josh Allen, unless it's the OC position. Because
that ship sailed.
Yeah,
because he's locked in with Harbaugh.
Exactly.
So an offensive coordinator position is essentially like a side piece. You're like, if you're a side piece, you're allowed to ask like your side piece funnel up if you could go be someone's main.
Yeah,
like that's just how it works.
It's interesting.
I don't think it's always been that way. I think that this is like a kind of a new reality, very possibly.
It's a new precedent, it feels like.
Where you could say, I'm signing as a coordinator, but I'm going to go look like, you know what I mean? Like
the market.
Yeah. It's a new era of sports we exist in for sure. So we got Josh from Florida. We got the medley coaches. Any final thoughts or any changes from you guys this morning? Any hot takes on what, we got a lot of information this morning.
Well, it is kind of interesting to see the Ravens hire with Joe Brady kind of seemingly not there anymore.
Joe Brady's on an island right now.
That window is closed for him.
You can call him Andy Samberg. He's on a lonely island.
Well, he's still on our island as far as I'm concerned, but interesting to see where that goes. I still think he'll be on his way out for some other position, whether it's a head coach. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think... that hire was interesting, and it does kind of leave the option that, there's a number of spots, available. I'm kind of surprised the Vegas hasn't reached out to Brady yet, but I don't know. Vegas kind of seems like they're sitting on their hands. I haven't really heard much from them. Maybe they're figuring out what exactly they want to do.
They got to figure out, don't they owe Pete Carroll $60 million for the next 3 years or something?
Yeah, it's absurd.
It's a very bad contract situation.
Yeah, I'll say this. I am very glad that, the only time we've heard really about Bill Belichick's name is in fans' mouths and not Adam Schefter's.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, but if Bill Belichick even makes it to One Bill Drive, I will be entering the IR. I'll be entering the IR. I will be entering the IR.
No, if that were to happen, we would be outside One Bill's Drive with picket signs.
What would the picket sign say? Bill's not Bill?
Yeah. Bill ain't built for Buffalo.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Not exactly that, though. I'm surprised that UNC even still wants Bill at this point.
You think if they could hit the eject button on the entire situation, they wouldn't do it? Of course they would. Sometimes with all these things, with all these players, they don't want to lose every player from the football team. They just probably got all these donors to get all this money. You got Jordan. Remember Jordan sitting in the box? Jordan sitting in the box as UNC just went right down the field versus TCU.
Jordan is basically the OC over there.
After 2 quarters, not even 2 quarters.
Yeah. Then they were down 27-7 or something after 2 quarters, like crazy.
Not the best.
Wrap it up on the coach talk. We talked about people standing on business, Wednesday and everything. And it is kind of reassuring to see a lot of the dust settle. Some people come to their senses and kind of realize hey, a change had to be made. We can all agree. And I think what people are realizing is if you burnt down the house and got rid of both of them,
you'd be in trouble.
You got Terry leading the charge again, which everyone in the city has been saying this guy lucked out with McBean. And then the question is, do you want to keep the coach but get rid of the GM? Is that even a big change, in vibes when the problem was the playoff losses? I'd say so. I think everyone's kind of come around and been that press conference wasn't as bad. Things aren't terrible. This is a new, we haven't had a coach search in 10 years. So, we had to get it out of our system, but I think we're all moving forward in a good way.
I feel like it's like Entourage, Josh Allen is Vinny Chase.
Yeah.
Terry Pagula is Johnny Drama, saying ridiculous stuff, making everyone just laugh or whatever. You got E is Brandon Bean making the deals.
Yeah.
McDermott getting killed off was like Turtle getting killed off. It hurts emotionally. You got the 40K signatures on the petition.
Yeah.
How many people signing this petition? I love them. I love Buffalo fans. I love their passion. I love that they will literally go off a cliff at 60 miles per hour for their team. I love it.
I love McDermott.
What is the end game on this petition?
You will not find my name on that
What's
petition.
the end game on this petition?
No, nothing. Zero. Nathan.
So it's pretty much just a signal, a virtue signal on the McDermott front, kind of. Is that fair? Because nothing's going to change.
I think the people signing it are deluded enough that they think.
Okay, they think there's an end game.
Yeah, I think a lot of them. But shout out brother Bill hopping in the chat.
BB,
he says Maniac versus Belichick's girlfriend will be the biggest rivalry since Maniac versus Brittany and Jackson Mahomes.
No, this is the problem. Is that now that we've been getting beat on all fronts, now who I got to face this weekend is Cardi B. I got to go against Cardi B this weekend. It's me versus Cardi B.
And you don't want to do that.
Do you realize how hard I have to fight to keep Cardi B out of the Super Bowl? Dude, this is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. You think
she's tough.
Oh my God. You think she's not going to be coming
tough to keep out of every situation.
She's going to be forcing her way into that Super Bowl. So I've got to do that. So I appreciate BB. Obviously a legend there chiming in. Love to see that on Friday here on Trainwreck today. Heard of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. Let's keep it rolling. Speaking of keeping it rolling, Don. I'm just grabbing it from now. That's all I'm doing, because that was, in the end of the day, a gutty win. They're not all the same. They're not all block shots and timely plays. It was timely plays in the beginning, but for me, this was UPL for most of the game. Not standing on his head, but UPL make a save was in full operation last night.
UPL showing why he's him. Plain and simple. Great gut game from the Sabres, crashing the net, keeping the physical attitude going. You said no block shots. Malenstein, right after getting helped off the ice.
Yeah.
Gut play. Another block shot late down the stretch. And our boy Peyton Krebs somehow finding yet another empty netter.
Yeah,
Seal that
speaking
one
of Malenstein, getting that
oh my gosh.
shorty. Just anytime people are pointing to the Pominville goal, being like they're the same, vibes have never been higher.
I don't want to overreact, but last night Maniac said that kind of looked like a left-handed Pominville.
Dude, I said that in real time, and I go, I was probably the only one that had that take because I'm like a psychopath. And then I refreshed the timeline, and a lot of people had that take. You're right, Don. The vibes are. I don't want to say they're at a 10. They're not at an 05, 07.
Not get carried away.
We got to hold up. But dare I say, they're picking up a 2010 vibe. They're picking up a 2010 when you had missed the playoff a couple years. You didn't know exactly what was going on. You missed an 07, 08. You missed an 08 and 09. You had Miller. That was Prime Miller. So you missed that and you don't know exactly what's going on. It's a much shorter period. But you're almost ready to feel something. And when Beck Malenstein goes around that defender and just shoves on shorthanded, I mean, you felt something. It was like when George Costanza eats the fruit.
Yeah, I mean, I brought it up in the pregame show on Crossing Swords. I was like, for who's hot, who's not, I said this penalty kill, and Gatesy introduced a new phrase. We're not calling it a penalty kill. We're calling it the power kill now.
Power kill.
Because we're getting so many shorthanded goals.
Power kill last night at Sports City. Great time. We have producer Brett handling that part. You guys had a great show. And let's face it, you guys had a great, what was it, about a 30 to 35-minute pregame there. And in the first 30 to 35 minutes of this game, the Sabres basically dominated. They got up to a strong start, so the vibes were great at Sports City, and that definitely played versus the Canadians. We have everything going on. Is there any update on the Dahlin injury? My man was looking a little grimacing last night. It was a lot of grimacing. Is there any update there yet? I don't know if we got Gatesy. I don't know. Don, you read anything?
I got no update as of now. I don't think they play until Saturday, I believe.
My only paranoid worry was tomorrow. A broken bone in the wrist or something, because you guys saw him, right? He was kind of keeled over like this,
keeled over, wincing a little.
He just looked like he was in a lot of pain.
So we got tomorrow a dreaded afternoon game. I've talked about this before. Yeah,
it's 12:30,
1 p.m.
Oh, jeez.
And if you know the Sabres for whatever, I don't know, the boys.
This is the one hump they haven't been able to get over.
We got the youngest team in the NHL. They like to have fun Friday nights. I'd say, guys, maybe cool at this time until we can get an afternoon win, because clearly we're a little hungover on us.
Advisory for these guys.
I just realized if you take away the day games over the last 20 games, We're like unbeaten.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't lost. Those are two regular.
Columbus,
Minnesota,
Hurricanes, Minnesota.
We have to look into that.
The four of them.
They're like Batman.
If you look,
they're the agents of night.
If you look earlier in the season, that was the Black Friday dreaded New Jersey game that led to the chance where we lost 5-0. The Avalanche game we went to, I don't think they've won an afternoon game.
Oh my God, we gotta look this up.
This is the conspiracy corner.
This is that next hump. Just like we didn't think they could get over winning 10 games and keeping hot. This is that next hump to get over.
Win a game in the afternoon.
Let's go. Win a game.
Maybe they just need to stay up all night, Don.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is that what it is?
Well,
too much rest?
Luckily, it's an away game, so they can't hit
rolling right out of bed onto the ice. Maybe
they don't have a 40 Thieves in Long Island, as far as I'm concerned.
Bryson left the game last night too, so we all got shit going on for sure. Okay, that's cool.
Kesselring's back, especially.
We got Kesselring. Apparently, I mean, send Kesselring's mail to the penalty box,
dude.
Love him, but jeez, the guy
can't stay out of it.
The guy's got more highlights in the penalty box. They love him. We're gonna give Kessel time to ring the new year in for sure. Peyton Krebs' empty net demon continues. Like, these are funny because they're not cheapies, is what I would say. They're like, he's going like 60% of the ice, or he's like going around and defender. Like, that's why they're kind of funny to me.
Did you see this one too? He not only had to get the timing right, he had to put it in the air too well. It's so funny that you said it. You said so funny. I think Peyton Krebs thinks it's hilarious too. You saw him laughing on the ice. If you saw the bench is smiles all ear to ear. The bench is giggling. They definitely know it's that. Yeah, but Krebs is like laughing his ass off.
You left, but when we were at Sports City, I was talking to Bunt about this, and I was telling him how he's got like 4 or 5 or more empty netters, and all of us were like, "He's on the ice! He's on the ice!" Before he scored, and like we all saw it coming. It was great, and yeah, to put a bow on the Sabres talk and how different the vibes are. You, me, and Bunty, we were talking. Is Jarmo going to make a move to bring in playoff experience? When was the last time we had that conversation?
Dude, and I love that the dilemma is like, who are you taking out of this group? Nobody's like, an easy get rid of or something like you take away a piece, you could be messing with the very foundation of why this thing is going so well right now.
First move, let alone we didn't mention getting Doan signed up for 7 years.
Boners all around on that one for sure.
I actually had a dream. I bought a jersey last night.
Oh my God, so you kind of have to now, right?
That's not a lie. I woke up at 4 a.m.
So bad when they penetrated your psychosis.
Was it a crossing sword?
Was it a black goat head? It was a black goat head Doan jersey, so I think I have to now.
Yeah, kind of. The writing is on the wall.
Yeah.
All right, folks, get Sabre Dreams in the chats, whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Let's make sure you're following Herd of Buffalo and Trainwreck Sports as we roll on Trainwreck today. Rolling on. So we're a little bit late on this on Friday now, obviously, but the college football recap.
Wait, we have breaking news.
Breaking news. Oh, we got it. We got the graphic.
Let me get the video real quick because this caught me off. After Gatesy, just let me know. ESPN sources former Colts QB and current St. Michael Catholic High School coach Phillip Rivers is interviewing today for the Buffalo Bills head coaching job. Phillip Rivers.
Dude was
one year out of the league
ago.
This guy's got a fresh perspective. He's seeing things from a high school level. He's coming up and playing the NFL. This is a great, plus this is a win-win. Phillip Rivers, Hall of Fame, quarterback. Yeah, love it.
I don't know what to think. This guy was on the field like less than a month ago.
All I'm telling you is this fits in exactly what we said at the start of the show. We're not leaving any stone unturned. We'll do anything for Josh Allen. This is another signal.
Weren't kidding.
I mean, a guy that didn't play for how many years, coming out and putting up 300 yards because he knows how to see the field and see the system. I like it. Someone brought this up. They're like, hey, if you can get Josh to see the field like Phillip Rivers, like Tom Brady, like Peyton Manning, he's going to be the best QB ever in existence. Like,
Phillip Rivers has a great arm. Oh, don't forget, though, he's got the shot put style.
Yeah.
He's got the shot put style. Literally, imagine a Hall of Fame QB coaching up a QB. Typically a win-win. Think of a John Tavares coaching up a Dane Smith and a Josh Byrne.
that translates on the turf.
And I could see, even though we just played, I could see Phillip Rivers giving Josh like, God dang it, come on, Josh.
That's a guy who will scream at Josh.
Yeah. Scream at Josh in the most polite way possible, but like to the point where it'll get under Josh's skin in a good way, I feel like. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I love it.
All right. Yeah. All right. Anything else on that before we get away from the rivers and into the forest?
No, let's keep going on the rundown.
Speaking of some tall trees, you catch me up on this, Slick. I'm going to jump around in the rundown a little bit here. All-star votes from other players?
Oh my gosh.
What the hell's going on here?
Okay,
Talk to me about this.
This is news to me, kind of, that the players in the NBA have other votes for the All-Star. You kind of know what's going to happen. Your boys are going to get votes. Obviously, your teammates are going to vote for you. But this is just so ridiculous, some of these, and I have to read them out. So, Jason Tatum received an All-Star vote. He hasn't played a game all season.
Love it. It's like The Undertaker getting voted like Wrestler of the Year.
For sure. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Giannis' younger brother. Yes. 6 All-Star votes.
6 All-Star votes. Don, what do you think?
That's like
is nepotism alive and well in the NBA?
It's probably the entire Bucks bench.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if... what are they going to vote on the All-Star MVP too, which you can place betting odds on? Like, I mean, this is
does this have FBI written all over it?
Yeah, this has investigation.
Yeah, well, you guys are going to love this next one. Bronny James.
Stop.
2 All-Star votes.
Difference maker. Maybe this is a bench guy.
So LeBron, and who's the other, do we think?
Reeves. LeBron was told Reeves, I'm going to stuff you in a locker if you don't vote for
Reeves.
myself.
And it's going to come big from you with those 40 and 50-point games.
It's like, I'll keep passing you the ball. Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga got 1 vote. I think he just requested a trade out of the Warriors.
Okay.
That could be someone else. Kevin Love, who I didn't know was still in the league, 9 All-Star votes. Bradley Beal, who was on the IR, received 2 votes. Drew Timme of the Lakers probably played like 10 minutes.
The guy from Gonzaga?
Yes.
The Gonzaga dude?
Probably played like 30 minutes all season, has a vote.
So why is this happening? So these are votes from other players.
Yes.
So it's kind of like you can be like, just like, yo, vote me, buddy. Like, I'll vote you. Like a student election.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Damian Lillard with 3, Jeff Green with 1. Jeff Green, I didn't know was still in the league. He might be the oldest guy in the league, bar Al Horford still. So that is crazy. Crazy voting system. I knew it would be bad when you let the players vote on their co-respective All-Stars. But that is pretty bad.
It's a buddy system for sure. Yeah. Speaking of a buddy system, we're a couple days late on this, but the media is only coming out like a day or 2 ago. Fernando Mendoza, Heisman, wins the national championship, right to 11. So like this guy's got your game plan figured out.
What did he do?
11 in Miami.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Service.
He doesn't strike me as that kind of guy.
Didn't waste any time.
Holy smokes. He was living it up.
Yeah, they were living it up. They were partying. I think partied all night was the word.
Well, that's kind of what you do when you're in Miami, no?
I agree.
The clubs are open 24/7. So, not that I would know anything about that. You and I just had a quiet time in South Beach.
As of 2 hours ago, declared for the draft.
Now he's going to
the NFL.
LinkedIn set to open to work.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's so funny. And his younger brother hitting the portal. I didn't even know his younger brother played for Indiana.
Yeah, Thanasis situation.
Yeah,
sure.
Andy, he was on Fallon last night. I'm pretty sure. Not only was he on, I'm pretty sure they announced that it broke a ratings and viewership record.
That's pretty crazy
for Fallon. I mean, I don't know.
For Fallon,
yeah.
I thought you meant for the national championship.
No, for Fallon itself.
Fallon needed that pop. Yeah. Big pop for Fallon for sure. So he's over.
Not like he's not getting pops from elsewhere.
Is Fernando going to be good at the next level?
It's hard to tell.
I don't think so.
He's got that.
He's at least 2 years away.
He's got that. I'm a complete nerd vibe to him that I think he could succeed.
Hey, if he wants to go into Green Bay and sit under Jordan Love's wing for like 4 years, it might be pretty good. Who knows?
That's the thing. I think there's that. I saw a clip of him being like, I don't really have time for girls. I'm trying to make it to the NFL like years ago, and he still is like, no, I don't want a girlfriend. Like, so,
dude, I was doing the same thing in high school. I totally get it from
I'm doing the same thing right now.
Yeah.
I'm working too hard.
Focus on Trainwreck today.
Exactly.
College basketball. We're still taking perspective. Iowa State lost like twice last week. They were undefeated, I believe, and they lost twice. It's that season. If a top 10 team is -5 or less, it's fade season.
I got one for you then too, because I can't tell if they're wagon or fade central. Nebraska is sitting at the 7th seed, 19-0.
Wow,
could be a fade potential there with the spreads.
Conference
coming.
play does tend to get crazy.
Arizona is sitting undefeated as well. I don't think the Cal or the Pac-12 will be too much competition for them over there, though.
Not too crazy. We'll get into the craziest there. March Madness obviously on its way in Buffalo. We have media access. Huge thank you to Matthew right now and the team over there at KeyBank Center. Excited to cover that in 6 weeks when it's in Buffalo as you roll on. Last but not least, Australian Open before we get into some of our fun segments here. Australian Open's crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen this women's side with some of these like post-match antics and things like that.
I saw the one throwing it back after winning.
She was while the crowd booed like viciously because like they were mad like that she beat the other person. So then she was just like dancing, like going nuts.
It's awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Medvedev came back from 2-0. Last night down, always like kind of cinema when that happens. For sure.
They love to have fun at the Australian Open.
Jesse B playing Select Mateva tonight. Is that?
Yeah, 6:30. Yep.
Okay, so excited for that. Speaking of excitement, before we get into our,
do you think Terry will be able to watch that? By the way,
yes, 100%. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to address that. Speaking of being Friday fundraising, obviously we always shout out all the amazing initiatives our friends at Sweet Buffalo are doing, but keep an eye out for Buffalo Social Club coming to you soon. That's all I can tell you, folks, on this Friday fundraising, because it is time for Flashback Friday, sponsored by William Mattar Law Offices. Now, I don't got to tell you, boys, we got to hit the Jets, but I don't got to tell you, if you're hurting a car, call William Mattar. With that said, Buffalo Bills, 13 seconds on this day 4 years ago. My quick question, both of you, will that be the number one thing McDermott is remembered for, or will it be breaking the drought?
13 seconds, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people say Andy Dalton actually broke the drought. So
I agree. There's a lot of things there.
Tyler Boyd,
never forget Nick O'Leary and the role he played. Jim Kelly beats Joe Montana and the Kansas City Chiefs. This was like 31 years ago or so, 32 years ago in the AFC Championship. One of those runs. I mean, again, all I'll say, I don't know how you guys feel, but when I was growing up, I always thought like, oh, like the Bills were portrayed as like losers for not like getting the Super Bowl. Now that we're going on these runs and how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl, I really appreciate those teams a lot more for sure. Egg on my face.
Yeah, it makes you think like, I don't know, people are like, well, would they fire Marv after losing one or two? It's like, maybe they could have. Maybe they should have. Who knows in hindsight, but
yeah. We've got the Sabres. So these are all in the last like 15 years. So we got some deeper. Obviously, they played a lot on this date. 2011, it was a 5-2 win over the Islanders as they went on that playoff run in 2010, 2011.
Kind of feeling like that.
5 scorers: Gaustad, Pominville, Ennis, Gerby, and Myers.
Wow, Ennis and Gerby, dude. Yep. That was one of my teams. I used to love Nathan Gerby. Oh, my goodness. 2018, Eichel had a 4-point game and a 5-0 win over Edmonton. Shutout for... Wait, what year?
2018.
Corey Anderson?
Nope, guy was angry. He loved to be angry all the time.
Oh. Allmark?
Robin Lehner.
Oh, shit.
And then 3 years ago, Owen Power with an OT winner in Dallas. That was when they were going on their run. The most recent run they've ever had to kind of be in the picture at this point. They're better off right now, so just keep doing what you're doing, Buffalo Sabres, for sure. Running through the wrestling side of it before we get into music entertainment. Hulkamania born on this day.
Over the Iron Sheik.
On this day, we see clearly 42 years ago.
This is where the Iron Sheik's beef.
This is literally where it started. I realize now why this beef was so huge.
I get it now, too, because he held that belt for 4 damn years, too. He wouldn't let anyone go over him.
The 2000 Royal Rumble, you threw in the dance off. You looked it up?
Because I didn't know that was the Rumble.
Bro, when I tell you cinema, like when like I'm telling you, MSG came unglued. MSG came unglued. Yeah, absolutely.
Unbelievable. It makes sense that was at MSG.
Rock wins over Big Show, final 2.
Wow.
Triple H beats Cactus Jack in a street fight, and like I told you, the debut of Taz and Kurt Angle's first loss in Madison Square Garden after he had been at came in and Taz missioned him. Yeah, it was crazy insane. For sure. Don, big birthdays in the music, big dates in the music industry on this day.
Yeah, we got 1971. George Harrison releases first solo, first Beatle to go #1 with My Sweet Lord. Great song, fantastic song.
That kind of surprised me a little bit.
He actually pitched that to the Beatles and Let It Be, and they axed it. So if you've ever saw the Let It Be documentary, he actually walked out and quit the band for like a week or two period. It was because like most of his career, Paul and John were bullying him a little bit as a songwriter and wouldn't let him get anything in. So they said no to that, and it becomes a number one hit. 76, we got David Bowie releases the legendary album Station to Station.
These next two are wild cards.
2003, R. Kelly gets arrested.
We don't got to say why. We all know.
Look it up. If you don't know the story, watch the Netflix documentary. We're going to keep it clean on this show today. And then 2014, Justin Bieber gets arrested for street racing.
This totally slipped my mind. I forgot.
This is when he starts to become a bad boy. This is when the Bieber cut
short hair.
This was when the Bieber cut was gone, and Justin Bieber
short hair, little like tight leather pants, yellow Lamborghini.
He's the one.
Is this the viral mugshot too, where he's like, it looks like he's baked?
I thought that was like a semi DUI.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
I don't know, but respect to our Bieber. We respect our Bieber. Movie shows, entertainment. I didn't have much from recent years. 1983, the A-Team debuts.
Saw that.
So we had 1983, the A-Team debuted on this day, and then 1984, Hulkamania was born. I mean, wrestling and entertainment was going. Mr. T would be involved in both.
Word to your mother.
Yeah, seriously. But shout out our Flashback Friday here, again, brought to you by William. But sorry, we had into sorry.
Let me just jump in here because the Insta chat's going crazy. All chats are going crazy. If you're just joining us, yes, it is true. Phillip Rivers is interviewing as head coach, as reported by Adam Schefter.
Is he in Florida
just to confirm for all of you guys. I don't know if it's in person. Could be virtual. I don't really know. We don't have those details right now.
Isn't messing with Wi-Fi. Dadgummit.
Yeah. Well, he lives in California, right? Does he? Where's
grabbed the red eye last night. He's meeting them for lunch in South Beach.
Yeah. So that is confirmed, and we'll keep reminding anyone joining the show now that that's what's going on. But
this dude has way too many kids. He's like, I got back in the league. Don't want to go back home now.
My dad's calling me. My dad's probably got Rivers questions. That's how it happens.
Everyone's got questions. The chat's blowing up.
So I want to go over a couple comments. Hell yes, Buffalo Bills. This needs to happen. We got people laughing. Is this the Onion? We cannot be serious. A lot of these interviews are just doing people a favor. This gets his name out there for future considerations. All could be true. All true on some level.
All could be true. And then we're also interviewing McDaniel. So I don't know why people are saying that's the Onion.
With work to be done this weekend.
Indeed.
Josh Allen might not be looking as much on the bright side as he was for maybe getting some golf in, maybe doing something else. But we are looking on the Bright Side Vibes this weekend, sponsored by Resurgence and Bright Side Vibes. So getting into it, this weekend, here's the deal. I kind of like to be a homebody. So I'm looking forward to batten down the hatches with this cold weather and just enjoying some entertainment. I got to polish Stranger Things season 5.
Yeah, that's
and I have got to send Drake, May, and Cardi B home. I'm sorry. I've got to do it. By the way, did you see they're doing an honorary captain tomorrow? Adam Vinatieri, the Patriots are?
I did see that.
How do you do an honorary captain on the road? This is like so disrespectful. Imagine if someone came into, Highmark and they're like, no, keep your honorary captain in Foxborough. What they should do.
They saw the Michael Irvin thing.
Yeah,
they're like, we're doing that. We're doing that now.
That was a similar situation because everyone's like, oh, Michael Irvin, honorary captain. Indiana honorary captain. Everyone's like, who the fook is that guy? So, same thing.
Gotcha.
At least he's a Hall of Famer.
Agreed.
Yeah.
What's got you looking on the bright side this weekend?
What's got me on the bright side is the return of UFC and MMA. UFC 324 going down in Vegas, I believe, headlined by the vacant lightweight title fight of the world, Paddy the Baddy, and Justin the Highlight Gaethje, as well as Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong in the co-main event.
Gaethje and O'Malley are obviously massive names. For the Paddy the Baddy situation, this is his biggest fight, and by far?
By far his biggest fight. He would have probably got the title shot, but Ilya Taporia had to vacate the belt. He's away for personal reasons. So Justin Gaethje getting one last shot at undisputed gold before he probably retires, and Paddy with the biggest fight of his life. This card is stacked. I'm very excited for it, and that's got me on the bright side. Don, how about yourself?
Bright side for me, it's pretty simple. NFL is packing up. Now there's a lot of eyes on this coaching search, but I now have room to be get into my degenerate ways and embrace college basketball. Listen, we got 6 or 7 mid-major games before 3 p.m. today. It's that time of year. I'm looking forward to that. Like Zach said, holing up this weekend, betting some college basketball. I got some gigs, so I do got to get out there. But I'm looking forward to turning my eyes towards March Madness that's right around the corner, and it starts with the research I'm going to be doing this weekend.
The boys have been grinding the last couple of weeks, so definitely good to get it locked down, and that is most certainly looking on the bright side. But I know that not everyone has such a glowing outlook. I know that not everyone has such a shining perspective on what's been going on the past couple of days. Don, we have some more crash out. I know we've been flooded.
Yes, we do. We're going to check in with our Trainwreck Sports Crash Outline segment sponsored by William Matar Law Offices. Okay, so let's read some texts.
Yeah.
We're gonna feature this. I mean, this person was adamant about getting on, so much so that her daughter was commenting on our Spotify.
I love the passion.
Saying, please put my mom on. So she sent us like 8 messages.
Love the mother-daughter duo.
She says this was yesterday or 2 days ago.
Okay.
She goes, "What's wrong with the Bills? Sean McDermott literally created this team from the ground up. Hashtag diddle the refs. What? Hashtag suck my fat one." I don't know
this is the mom. The mom text diddle the refs.
She says, "Sorry, I'm getting a little carried away." Sweating emoji. I'm just riled up, angry face, win. Anyway, let me introduce myself. I'm Jamarius. I'm a mother of 3, grandmother of 5, and proud pup mama of 7.
She's got a tribe.
But I think they should let him come back because Sean is a great guy. I follow you guys on Spotify. Say, I hope you see this. Thank you kindly for your time. Hope to see this on the podcast. P.S. Can you shout out my cat Giggles? He loves to watch with me.
Shout out to your cat Giggles.
I mean, for the Crash Outline, that's we needed some good vibes for the Crash Outline.
Awesome.
So, hashtag diddle the refs. I mean, I hate to say it. I think a lot of Western New York would agree right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and then so I'm going to go with another positive one before we get to our calls. This is from our friends in Mexico. It's a long one, but Coach Sean McDermott, thank you for everything you gave the Buffalo Bills. Thank you for restoring pride, identity, and respect to the franchise. Thank you for changing the culture, making us believe again, and leading this team back to the playoffs and keeping it competitive year after year in one of the toughest leagues in the sport.
Can't be understated. Listen, we're all hoping for an ascension. We're hoping that this move can propel the Buffalo football Bills to that next level, but the stability and legitimacy that McDermott brought right away can't be understated. That's for certain. So I like that message. That's not a crash out. That seems like a pretty rational take.
I'm just showing the part 2 because this guy wrote like a whole letter. I showed part 2. You guys can do that. I'll read the part 3 one. From Buffalo to Monterrey, Mexico, and every place where Bills Mafia lives. Thank you, Coach. Hope to be there next season at the new stadium, proudly wearing our colors and saying what Bills Mafia has said so many times. We'll keep saying it until it happens. Next year is our year. Your impact on this franchise is permanent. We wish you nothing but success in whatever comes next, because wherever you go, you carry the mark of a true leader. Once a Bill, always a Bill. So that's a sweet message.
Wow, those are some nice words.
I kind of hope McDermott goes to like the NFC. I know, because I don't want to play him in Cleveland. That's the thing. Is like I just hope he goes there because that way he can be successful.
Yeah.
I don't wish him any ill will. Like, and I'm confident that if we played him in the Super Bowl, that's exactly the matchup we want.
I just feel like it'd be funny if he ends up in Vegas where the culture is running amok.
I cannot stress enough that is the perfect spot for him, literally.
All right, so let's get 2 quick calls. Here we go.
I just can't believe they would fire the best coach in the league that has given the Bills so much success and has really just brought the energy and culture to the Bills. And he's also developed Josh Allen into the quarterback he is today.
Another guy on his lunch break.
Yeah,
making a quick call. I like it. Nothing good for this organization. Or Joe Brady, who just made the worst calls all season with the screen passes every other play. So I don't know where this crash out is going to go, but I just need to say it.
Right onto our show.
Yeah, so I think this is good showing these in perspective of how different things are now versus like Monday, Tuesday when these were left. And then here's the last one, short and sweet. I like this one.
I'm dead ass sick of this shit, bro. Cannot do it anymore.
I'm pretty sure that was someone who was like, this number's real. I got something to say. And I saw this message coming right after we confirmed it. So I love that debut. Strong messaging right there on the crash outline.
All right. And that wraps it up for the crash outline. Everybody welcome our guy, Nick P.
Yeah. Hello. Get in the chat right now. Tell them that Nick P is in the house for some pop culture corner. Nick P, take it away.
Guys, probably the biggest story of the week. I don't know if you've been following this Beckham family drama. David and Victoria.
Oh, no. I hate to see the Beckhams are running amok. What happened?
So, obviously, this drama's been brewing for years. There's been some friction between Brooklyn Beckham and his parents, David and Victoria. It comes to a head last week, January 19th. The day,
photo op.
Day before my birthday, absolutely.
Photos at the wedding. Talk to me about this.
So, Brooklyn posts to his Instagram claiming that David and Victoria have, quote, been trying endlessly to ruin my relationship since before my wedding, and it hasn't stopped. Brooklyn is alleging that Victoria was gonna make a dress for his wife Nicola, and then bailed at the 11th hour. Was find your own dress. He also claimed Victoria hijacks what was supposed to be the first romantic dance between him and his wife, and his mother is there dancing on him very inappropriately.
What?
So much going on with the Beckhams.
A lot going on.
Also, the night before the wedding, members of my family took me aside and told me that Nicola was not blood and not family. And it's for David's 50th birthday. Brooklyn said he and Peltz traveled to London for the party, but were rejected for a week as we waited in our hotel room trying to plan quality time. When they finally agreed to see him, it was under the condition that Nicola wasn't invited. Crazy stuff. So when my mother found out I was going to be talking about this on the show,
what did she want to clarify?
She asked me to pass along a quote. She wanted me to tell the Trainwreck Today audience that she feels the Beckham family is entirely made up of, quote, pieces of shit. So, Mom, shout out to you. It's just been...
This is why this is so captivating, though, right? Because they try and convince you that everything is hunky-dory.
Well, that's exactly
on the Netflix doc and everything, all they're doing. Now you have the kid being like, no, I'm in hell.
This is what Brooklyn is alleging, is that his parents care more about the PR of the Beckham brand than... And
makes sense.
Beauty and the Beast, I'd say. Tale as old as time.
Beauty and the Beast.
Indeed.
Tale as old as time.
It really is.
Anyway, I do have an update from last week as well on our mom group drama.
Oh, dude. So every week
I saw an Instagram post.
I saw you were tagging me.
This thing, with all due respect to what happened in Hawkins, Indiana at the end of season 4, this thing caused seismic activity that you can not even measure.
So Hillary Duff back in the spotlight. She's glamming up for reasons unknown. She's like, I'm back. Hillary Duff resurgence in 2025.
I'm back.
Who knows? Meghan Trainor has
I'm hearing that we have a full-blown tour.
Yes.
What?
Hillary Duff is saying, Tisdale, I am taking this on the road. And I'm hearing tickets are 4 figures.
Of course.
For Hillary Duff?
That's what I heard. I'll have to look that up. Keep us going, Nick.
Good joke.
Also, Meghan Trainor put out a TikTok denying. She said, you have to believe me, I'm not part of this mom group drama, and then welcomed her 3rd child via surrogacy with her husband. So congratulations to Meghan Trainor there. I don't know what's going on.
So if you get caught in this tornado, basically, if you're not Hillary Duff and you're in this tornado, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
It's not going to go.
I love that Meghan Trainor was like, I have to put this out before I have the next child. I have to be like, I wasn't part of this.
I love how they all have to address it like it's some sort of
because people be searching Meghan Trainor mom, and that's going to come up.
True. Every time you say you have an update each week, by the way, I really want it to be the egg laying situation.
Hillary Duff is doing Brooklyn, Toronto, Vegas, Los Angeles, and they're all at a minimum right now $900.
January 23rd in Toronto's already sold out. You can't even buy it.
I want to clarify. I saw Taylor Swift.
Holy smokes!
In the 200s. At the Eras Tour for I think it was close to $600. So
that seems like pretty good value.
Yeah, Hillary Duff for $900 minimum. What's that, nosebleeds? That's crazy.
Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams.
That's
a banger.
Guys, speaking of blasts from the past, everybody's hopping on this 2016 trend. Post a photo of yourself in 2016 trend.
Yeah. Why did this get fired?
Because it's 10 years ago. Here's some crazy stuff.
The originality of this trend is at an all-time high.
You know what else was 10 years ago last year?
What was that?
2015.
You know what's funnier than 24? 25. So, you know who's taking the 2016 trend to an extreme is Justin Bieber. Somebody commented on an Instagram post of his from 2016. Obviously, Justin Bieber's married. He's in a happy relationship.
Shout out Haley.
Somebody commented on an Instagram post of Justin Bieber that he made in 2016 of him locking lips with Selena Gomez. Viva los novios, which stands for long live the newlyweds. We don't know if that was like tongue in cheek about Selena Gomez, or if it was in relation to Haley.
Wait, Bieber posted this?
Bieber, it's a post from 2016.
Okay, and he
that was never deleted.
Yeah.
Somebody comments this. Bieber likes the comment on this post of him making out with Selena Gomez from 2016. That to me just says messy. What's going on in that marriage?
Yeah.
It feels like that's not something he wants to let go, you know?
Bieber's the guy like throwing paint against the wall. He's like, "Why'd you make this mess?"
Exactly.
Like, he keeps throwing
exactly.
90 seconds. Oh yeah, this is crazy. 90 seconds we got left here on Trainwreck today. Polinsky, take us home.
All right. So Harry Styles' new album coming out. Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. People are very excited about this, except maybe not Louis Tomlinson, his old One Direction cast member, throwing some shade there.
I hate shade between former boy band members.
Exactly. So on the same date this album is coming out, Louis Tomlinson will apparently be releasing a single. He posts onto his Twitter something to the effect of, "Hey, there's a lot happening. Going to need your help to cut out the noise." So that's kind of harsh, right?
Louis, I have a piece of advice. Stay silent on that day. just take it back. Find another day to drop.
So we're gonna skip over Oscar noms for now. Just know
we got time, but it's picking up. It's picking up.
Sinners is breaking records. I think got 16 noms.
People are pissed.
I'm excited. I think Sinners could take it. I'd be okay with that.
I'm happy for Sinners. I like when a mainstream Hollywood theater flick gets an Oscar buzz.
Shout out Michael B. Jordan. Shout out Haley Steinfeld. Great movie. Loved it. One more bit of movie news. You're all Star Wars guys. Kathleen Kennedy out as president of Lucasfilm.
Later.
I got mixed feelings about that. I think Kennedy gets kind of a bad rap. I think a lot of the decisions are like maybe not necessarily come down to her. Maybe creative decisions. Obviously, she has to okay everything, but I feel like a lot of people are just also like upset that something doesn't happen in Star Wars. They immediately want to blame the woman. Kennedy has a great track record as a producer, associate producer, executive producer. She's given us all of the Indiana Jones movies, all of the original Jurassic Parks, E.T., The Goonies. I want to say Jaws. So many great ones. Shout out Kathleen Kennedy. Dave Filoni will be taking over. They announced it's going to be a dual presidency. One of them's going to be handling the business. One, Dave Filoni, is going to be handling creative. I don't know if I love that. I don't know if I love the direction that Dave Filoni necessarily wants to take the franchise in. It feels like a lot of prequel Clone Wars nostalgia. That being said, new animated show coming out about Darth Maul. Looking forward to that.
Shadow Lord.
I'm looking forward to that. I feel like Maul's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I feel like Clone Wars made him really interesting. I'm looking forward to that. One more small piece. Glambot drama. You guys know the Glambot?
No.
The slow motion thing they do on like all the red carpets.
Yeah, the picture taker.
There's
video.
Apparently some drama. Jennifer Lopez was seen like she kind of ignored the guy, right? This video goes viral and the guy's like, I'm done. And she's like, she didn't acknowledge him. So he comes out, he's like, hey, all love to Jennifer Lopez. You know, it happens, we're on a red carpet, we're busy. Then someone else alleges, like she messages the guy and says, wanna book? Can I book your Glambot for my wedding? And he's like, well, I guess you could, but I'm not sure you could afford it. And he's like, it's going to be $300,000.
So Glambot guy is getting exposed
He's
now.
kind of an asshole to her.
Okay.
So he's on the then Jennifer Lopez, who's getting all this bad press,
for the
was photographed like handing a wad of cash to a homeless person. And that's just such a desperate PR thing. I'm looking forward to seeing how that unfolds. We'll give you an update next week. Guys, that is pop culture for the week.
It's been a week of desperate PR things.
Crazy.
We will try and stay not desperate this weekend. We're going to stay warm. Make sure you're staying inside. Huge shout out for Don Slick, producer Brett in the saddle with us. Make sure you have a great weekend. You can only start that by doing one thing, and that's having
a good day now.
If you got a release date, push it back.
Push it back.
Salt and pepper.